Welcome to our video on the worst cooking oils that cause heart attacks. You might be surprised to learn that some of the most popular healthy oils are the worst offenders. You'll discover the latest science on saturated fats, as well as how some oils can be healthy under certain conditions but harmful under others, plus how to choose the right fat depending on what you're cooking. By the end, you'll understand how to enjoy your favorite meal without damaging your health. Which, coincidentally, will make your food taste better, too. Okay, let's start with oils that can be healthy, but you shouldn't cook with. Olive oil, especially extra virgin, is renowned for its health benefits. A comprehensive analysis of 13 long-term studies found that people who consume more extra virgin olive oil had a 15% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Another study found that consuming half a tablespoon per day is enough to significantly reduce the risk of heart attack. All olive oil is rich in healthy, monounsaturated fats. An extra virgin is extremely rich in antioxidants, like oleic acid, which have been shown to improve cholesterol function and reduce inflammation. However, its low smoke point makes it unsuitable for high-heat cooking. The smoke point of extra virgin olive oil is around 190 degrees Celsius, or 375 Fahrenheit. So, low-heat cooking can be okay, but not much more than that. When oil reaches its smoke point, it begins to break down, releasing free radicals and other harmful compounds, like aldehydes. These highly reactive compounds damage cells, increasing your risk for heart disease, cancer, breathing problems, and neurodegenerative diseases. In the case of extra virgin olive oil, the key is to use it raw. It's ideal for salad dressings or drizzling over cooked dishes when serving instead of actually cooking with it. Not only does this maintain the oil's integrity, but it also enhances the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients from other foods. For instance, adding olive oil to your salad can increase the absorption of lycopene from tomatoes, or beta-carotene from carrots, both potent antioxidants that support heart health. If you're going to use olive oil for cooking, use non-extra virgin varieties, which have a higher smoke point, around 220 degrees Celsius, or 430 degrees Fahrenheit. That means low to moderate temperature cooking, but not high-heat frying. Ideally, buy 2 bottles, a quality cold-pressed extra virgin for salads and drizzling over cooked dishes, and a non-virgin olive oil for moderate heat cooking. Or even better, use the other monounsaturated oil we'll discuss later on, which has an even higher smoke point. Next, just like olive oil, flaxseed and walnut oils are excellent sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid that's beneficial for heart health. However, these are extremely sensitive to heat and light, oxidizing quickly and causing damage if you use them as cooking oil. So, save these 2 for your salad dressings and smoothies. Don't cook with them. Both flaxseed and walnut oils should be cold-pressed to preserve their beneficial properties. Look for dark bottles or opaque containers that protect against light exposure. Buy them in small quantities and look for a date. These oils have a short shelf life, so fresher is better. Likewise, look for organic versions, kept in the refrigerated section of the store, and keep them in the refrigerator at home, as this is going to protect the freshness. Okay, that's the ones that can be good, but not for cooking. Now, let's turn to the most popular, yet extremely detrimental. Polyunsaturated seed and vegetable oils are the default option in most kitchens. However, along with sugar and refined flours, polyunsaturated seed and vegetable oils are some of the worst foods for your heart. We're talking about oils like soy, corn, safflower, sunflower, canola, cottonseed, and grapeseed oil. Why are they so bad? It all comes down to their chemical structure. These oils are packed with polyunsaturated fats, which might sound healthy, but they're super unstable. Unlike saturated fats, which have no double bonds, or monounsaturated fats, which have one. Polyunsaturated fats have multiple double bonds in their carbon chain. These double bonds create kinks in the chain, making the molecules less compact and more prone to reacting with oxygen. Imagine a saturated fat molecule as a tightly coiled spring, while a polyunsaturated fat is like a spring with several loose coils. The loose coils in the polyunsaturated fats are more susceptible to reacting with oxygen, leading to the formation of harmful compounds called free radicals. This reaction is accelerated when heat is applied during cooking. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, aren't polyunsaturated fats good for us? You're not wrong, in their whole food form, they can be. Eating walnuts or sunflower seeds. Great! But when we extract the oils and process them, we're stripping away all of the protective antioxidants nature packaged with them. It's like taking the airbags out of a car and then driving it into a demolition derby. When you cook these oils, especially at high heat, they oxidize your LDL cholesterol. Do this day after day, year after year, and oxidized LDL cholesterol damages the arteries that feed your heart, leading to clogged arteries and heart attacks. But it's not just your heart that's at risk. These oxidized oil trigger chronic inflammation, mess with insulin sensitivity, damage cells, and can even disrupt your hormones. And let's not forget about the omega-6 overload. While we need some omega-6 in our diet, these oils tip the balance way out of whack. Today, many people get too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3, largely due to the highly processed and nutrient-poor modern diet, which further exacerbates inflammation and accelerates disease. In the 2018 study titled Omega-6 Vegetable Oils as a Driver of Coronary Heart Disease, researchers concluded that high omega-6 polyunsaturated fats are a major culprit for causing cardiovascular heart disease, especially when consumed in the form of industrial seed oils. So avoiding seed oils for cooking is step one, but it's also important to understand that they sneak into our diet in other ways too. Highly processed foods and snacks are often full of cheap polyunsaturated oils. Especially in things like sauces and mayonnaise, coffee creamers, canned soups, crackers and potato chips, and commercially baked cookies. Pastries and cakes, even so-called healthy salad dressings, often use seed oils. So become a label detective. If you see vegetable oil, seed oil, or even worse, our next oil on the ingredients list, that's your cue to put it back on the shelf. Better still, become a home baker and use the healthier oils we'll discuss in a moment. Whip up a batch of homemade tomato sauce and freeze individual portions. Do the same with homemade soups, and make your own salad dressings from extra virgin olive oil, lemon, mustard, and garlic. One of the easiest and most potent ways to boost your heart health. When you cook your own food, you get full control of the ingredients, avoiding not only toxic oils, but also the nasty preservatives, emulsifiers, and preservatives, and chemical flavorings, which wreak havoc in the body. Next, even worse than seed oils, we have trans fats. Trans fats are perhaps the most notorious of all fats, and for a good reason. These artificial fats were once hailed as a healthier alternative to saturated fats, but research has revealed their devastating effects on heart health. Trans fats are created through a process called hydrogenation, where hydrogen is added to vegetable oils to make them solid at room temperature. This extends shelf life, making trans fats a favorite among food manufacturers. You will often find them in margarine, vegetable shortening, and many processed foods. However, the convenience comes at a steep cost to your health. Trans fats increase your risk of heart attack potentially more than any other food. Even small amounts can be harmful. In fact, a 2006 study published in the British Medical Journal found that increasing your trans fat intake by just 2% was associated with a 23% jump in risk for coronary heart disease. That's extremely serious. Serious enough that many countries have taken action to ban or restrict trans fats. In 2015, the FDA gave food manufacturers 3 years to remove them from their products. Unfortunately, this wasn't enough to make trans fats disappear, with companies finding loopholes to go around the regulations. In the US, for example, foods can be labeled trans fat-free if they contain less than 0.5 grams per serving. That allows the deceptive tactic of reducing serving sizes on product labels. For example, if a bag of cookies lists the serving size as 1 cookie, and each cookie contains 0.4 grams of trans fats, the cookies are legally trans fat-free. However, if you eat 5 cookies, a more realistic serving, you've actually consumed 2 grams of trans fat. That's why it's crucial to read nutrition labels, ideally avoiding those seed and vegetable oils we discussed earlier, and being an absolute hawk for the words hydrogenated oil, partially hydrogenated oil, margarine, or vegetable shortening, all of which are trans fats. Some of the worst offenders include microwave popcorn, frozen pizza, refrigerated dough, commercial baked cookies, commercial baked goods, margarine, even the new age nut margarines that say trans fat free, and coffee creamers. Finally, what's the worst thing you can do with these oils? Use them over and over again. Each time oil is heated, it undergoes oxidation, so repeatedly heating oils creates more and more harmful compounds like free radicals and aldehydes, which damage cells and increase the risk of various diseases including heart disease. If it's used too much, they can also produce acrylamide and acrolein, particularly nasty toxins linked to cancer, nervous system damage, and liver disease. Foods like French fries, fried chicken, and donuts are typically cooked in these repeatedly heated oils, so it's best to avoid deep-fried foods, especially from places where you don't trust their oil practices. When cooking at home, use fresh oil each time you fry, and opt for healthier cooking methods, like baking, grilling, poaching, or air frying when possible. Now that we've covered the oils to avoid, let's explore some healthier alternatives for cooking. Avocado oil stands out as an excellent choice for high-heat cooking. With a smoke point between 480 to 520 degrees Fahrenheit, it can withstand frying and sautéing without breaking down. Just like olive oil, avocado oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid. This heart-healthy fat comprises nearly 70% of avocado oil's composition, contributing to its stability and cardiovascular benefits. It also contains antioxidants, such as vitamin E and lutein, which help protect your cells from damage. Macadamia nut oil is another good option, though with a slightly lower smoke point of around 410 degrees Fahrenheit. Its high monounsaturated fat content makes it less prone to oxidation, plus it contains squalene, a unique antioxidant that supports skin health, protects cells against oxidative stress and supports your immune system. Plus, of all nuts and vegetables, macadamias have one of the best ratios of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids. This balance helps to keep your arteries flexible and strong, optimizing blood flow and reducing the risk of heart attack. Next, Coconut oil has burst onto the scene due to its high stability and medium change rate glycerides, or MCTs. It can tolerate medium to high cooking temperatures without producing harmful compounds. Coconut oil has played a vital role in challenging previous notions about cholesterol. A 2015 study found that coconut oil may increase the size of cholesterol particles. This is pivotal, because larger, more buoyant cholesterol is likely to oxidize and damage arteries. Likewise, grass-fed butter is experiencing a nutrition science revival, due to new research on cholesterol, and the fact that quality grass-fed butter is a great source of conjugated linoleic acid, omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin A and E. Its low smoke point, around 300 degrees Fahrenheit, makes it unsuitable for high-temperature cooking, but a great option for slow-cooked, buttery scrambled eggs. Ghee, on the other hand, is butter's clarified cousin. Ghee offers a higher smoke point of around 480 degrees Fahrenheit. By removing milk solids from butter, ghee becomes primarily saturated fat, making it more heat-stable than regular butter. This makes it good for searing meat and stir-frying vegetables. And finally, leading researchers and cardiologists are increasingly considering lard and tallow suitable fats for cooking.